Hi, everyone. Welcome to your latest Carson's Take 5. Ryan and Sonu here. Sonu, we've got a lot of questions about the consumer. So for the next 5 minutes or so,
Once again,
we're going to dive in on the state of the consumer. Before we go there, this is the first time I'm wearing my warm Carson sweater. You've got a
oh,
sweater. It's getting colder. It's getting colder
I've
out
got
there.
Fred. I've got Fred,
Yeah.
the St. Louis Fed, site for graphs and charts and all of that.
hmm Yeah. So that's a good one. But I'm just saying, here in Cincinnati, boy, oh boy, Mother Nature got cold on us all of a sudden. So I'm wearing some
Oh,
warm stuff.
people are spending. Why are they spending? Because income growth is strong, right? Wage growth is strong. Now it's not inflationary. It's not as crazy growth as we saw in 2021, maybe in early 2022. But that's not a bad thing because that means it's not inflationary, right? So all the juice right now is in, okay, how much of these things people are buying, how large is that ticket? How large is that ticket price? I bought this online. I'm pretty sure you bought that Carson jacket or fleece online too. I mean, I don't go to the store to buy clothes. My wife likes going to Target, I should say. I do not like going to Target, but I buy stuff and I buy stuff online. I know my
Yeah.
sizes.
Yeah, for like a year, my wife would say, "I'm going to Target." I didn't even know what she was talking about. I didn't even know what she meant. It's like a Target, a fancy way to say it. But anyway, yes, I like to go to restaurants. I do not like to go to
Same.
stores. So all right, so again, we've got earnings season. You can pick and choose whatever narrative you want. Let's see here. We've got like about a minute to go. So who knows if we can do anything in 1 minute? But there was some recent data. We've seen some what's the word I'm looking for? Not foreclosures, delinquencies.
Delinquencies.
Some delinquencies have gone up a little bit here and there. I mean, that gets the headlines. Yes, there's a lot of debt, over $1 trillion of credit card debt. You and I could speak an hour on this. We're not going to. How worried are you with some of the little cracks we're seeing?
I'm not too worried because one thing that happens if you look at overall debt
hmm
as a percent, you have to
Yeah,
normalize it, right? I mean,
right.
we always talk about debt to GDP. I mean, we should do it similar to debt to GDP for the households. It's debt to income, right? Debt to disposable income. That's running where it was before the pandemic. By the way, and before the pandemic, people are deleveraging. Remember what happened after the financial crisis?
hmm
Home prices went down, stock prices went down, consumers are saving more. So the before the pandemic is a pretty good place to compare it to. And the fact that we're there tells you a lot about, how strong the consumer is with respect to their balance sheets, right? And then you think about, okay, you know, debt levels are low relative to income, but a lot of people who've taken debt because over the last few years have been on the, let's say, subprime side, right? Because a lot of people didn't need to take out debt because income growth is so strong. And when you have a more, how do I put it nicely? A cohort that has lower credit scores, things like that, you will see delinquencies go up, right? And that's essentially what we're seeing, right? I'm not worried about the whole picture.
hmm Now, well said. Again, I call it denominator blindness, right? We talk about the numerator. Look at all this debt that's out there. Yes, record debt in a lot of cases. But the truth, again, net wealth, disposable incomes, these things also hitting all-time highs. So again, it's you have to compare apples to apples here. And doing that shows balance sheets on the US households are actually in really good shape. Balance sheets on corporate America are still in very good shape as well. So those are things that matter for the economy and likely this bull market going forward. So with all of that, again, this was the latest Carson's Take 5, the state of the consumer. Some cracks maybe, but still pretty darn solid. We'll see everybody next week. Thank you. Take care.